What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to episode of WN, your source of the music impression. Today we'll be talking about Logic. Logic has a new update that just released yesterday. Before we get started, make sure to like button and subscribe if you are new here, if you want to stay up to date with the music impression news. So Logic Pro decided to step up and give a game-changing update. That's not even hyperbolic here. They've actually done something different. I wouldn't say it's completely new, but it's new in the sense that it's better than everyone else on the market currently. What am I talking about? Stem splitting. Now, I know you guys are like, oh, stem splitting. Yeah, I got one of those. My grandma has one of those. I have one of those on my smart fridge. But the question is, can it separate a guitar from everything else? Not just the melodies, the guitar. Yesterday, Apple introduced an update for Mac as well as iPad's Logic Pro. So they've enhanced the audio fidelity, and they've also added support to separate guitar and piano stems. I've been requesting this feature not on Logic, but from any DAW or software for years, because this could actually be useful, you know? For those of you who don't know, currently pretty much every stem splitter just does it the same way. Melody, bass, vocals, drums, and other. What does other mean? Something that doesn't fit in those categories, I guess. It could be farts, it could be anything. And obviously you can also utilize some presets to get some very common arrangements for stem splitting, such as separating the vocals from the instrumental or separating the drums and the bass, etc. They've also added a feature known as Flashback capture. Basically, if you forget to hit record and you're playing something unforgettable, as they state here, you can quickly restore the MIDI or audio performances using a key command or custom control bar button. And there's also cycle mode, which allows musicians to improvise multiple takes in Flashback capture, and the capture will automatically organize each pass into a take folder. And they've obviously added some sound packs as well too. You know, I don't know if anybody's really invested in that. You know, maybe if you are thirsting for some new packs and you happen to use Logic already, sure, that might be up your alley, but I don't think many people are going to seek this update just for that specifically. But they have over 400 dynamic drum and bass loops. Drums and bass loops, that is, not drum and bass loops. I'm sure you could turn them into drum and bass loops too if you want, though. Drum kits, punchy drum kits, and a custom live loops grid. They've added 2 new sound packs as well, Magnetic Imperfections and Tosin Abasi. Magnetic Imperfections brings an original texture that captures the raw, unpolished essence of analog tape, while the Tosin Abasi sound pack showcases progressive metal guitar with boutique amps, unique effects, and distinctive picking techniques and artist signature riffs. They've also added Learn MIDI on the iPad, allowing you to assign your favorite knobs and faders and buttons on MIDI devices to control plugins, instruments, and other automatable parameters. I mean, I gotta say it, bro. The DAW wars are back on, and it looks like Logic is taking the lead here. Yeah, for me, personally, the DAW wars are a joke. It's funny. It's funny to me. Generally, FL Studio is almost always the winner of that just because free updates, you pay for it one time, free updates forever. You know, you can't really beat that, in my opinion. But Logic here, and obviously Reaper's pretty high at the lead too. You know, their biggest problem, in my opinion, Reaper's biggest issue is just the stock devices it comes with, like and the lack of accessibility for new people. Logic 11.2 is a free update for existing users, and it's $200 if you want to buy Logic from scratch. Same deal for the iPad update. It's a free update for existing users and available on the App Store for $4.99 per month or $49 per year. Yeah, fuck that. You know, they giveth and then they taketh away. You know, no monthly subscription here for me, man. Not unless it's something where I'm constantly receiving content and it's like something I could justify paying for. I'm not paying for a DAW monthly if possible. You know, Photoshop's already got the gun to my head. I don't want any more companies taking the gun to my head or dildo to my head, whatever their weapon of choice is. I got ops, all right? And they got guns and dildos. Now our moment of truth. We need to hear what the stem splitting sounds like. I would show you myself, but I've never used Logic, I'm gonna be honest. You know, some of you may say, hey, really? This channel, you don't use Logic? I thought you're all about the Logic, Weaver. Different kind of Logic, and no, I'm not. I think we're gonna check out Bolo here for this.
So right now we have a loop in here from Splice, and I hope I don't get a copyright claim because we...
Okay, Bolo, you can't make a video complaining about getting copyright claims from Splice and then turn around and do it again, bro. Like, you better not. Okay, if you get claimed on this video, you better not do it again, all right? You only can stick your dick into fire so many times before we're just like, all right, dude, you just like sticking your dick into fire. Just saying. Just saying here. I mean, he's glazing it here in this video. Maybe it's because he's not using headphones, but they're very artifacted. I mean, this is very artifacted in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying it's not impressive still, okay? Because I'm mostly curious about what the guitar and piano sounds like, and this is just one example. You know, obviously it's gonna be different with every audio sample you use.
So let's go ahead and go to the drums. Let's see how these sound.
I do agree that the drums sounded pretty good. Light years ahead of the vocals. I feel like the transients are still intact too.
Let's go ahead and go to the guitar part.
So yeah, it's pretty dope, but yeah, it still sounds artifacted and whatnot. Now, am I saying it's not usable? Hell no. You could definitely do something with this, especially if you're willing to process it, especially if you're putting effects on it. You could definitely make use of this still. And I'm sure it's better with other loops. Like, you know, it's going to be different with every loop, like I said.
All right, let's go ahead and go to the piano.
So I am impressed. You know, the stems are not perfect, but the fact that it's able to separate the guitar and piano from each other, which I feel like a lot of times are in very similar frequency ranges, it's not easy, man. Like, I mean, this should be obvious, but definitely not something you could do with just EQ. Definitely some advanced technology they have going on here. Okay, thank you to Bolo for that. Make sure to follow him if you haven't. I don't know why anyone would be following me that's not following Bolo. Okay, guys, that is it for this episode of W&N, your source for the music production news. Blah, 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 blah. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, if you want to stay up to date with the music production news. If you want to support the channel and what I do here, consider buying something via the Plugin Boutique or Zounds, links down in the description. A great way to put money in my pocket at no extra cost to you. You just buy something on their website if you want to, not just to support me, but if you want to. And then I get a cut of whatever you spend there at no extra cost to you. Just a reminder. I'll see you guys next time.